arrest warrant last week.
Deputy Koleski was laid to rest this afternoon.
We have live team coverage of his funeral tonight. Fox 5's Tyler Fingert is live from the church in Kennesaw where that funeral took place.
And Fox 5 Deidre Dukes is at the live desk looking at the funeral procession and the people who turned out to honor his memory. But first we get out to Tyler. Tyler, just a shame here. This deputy died just doing his job.
Today's service was about honoring a hero after Cobb County Sheriff's Deputy Jonathan Koleski has died serving this community.
Today a hero falls at the hands of wicked men.
Roughly 1,400 family, friends, and fellow law enforcement officers gathered at North Star Church in Kennesaw to honor fallen Cobb County Sheriff's Deputy Jonathan Koleski.
John loved the work we did. Even in the moments when we saw the worst in humanity, he could still find the humor in the moment.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound.
Heartbreak hit home for many at the service. One of his sisters remembered the good and funny moments.
His smile was bright, his laugh was contagious, and his jokes were almost 90% of the time inappropriate.
The ceremony was painstakingly planned to make sure Deputy Koleski's 15 years of service in Cobb County was honored, along with his 3 tours in Iraq and Afghanistan.
John wanted to make a difference in people's lives. He wanted to train the new generation of deputies and give them the best of himself to make them better.
The somber ceremony pays tribute to a deputy killed on duty with the message that he may be gone, but he won't ever be forgotten.
Jonathan, the entire Sheriff's Office salutes you and thank you for your service, not only to us, but for the whole nation.
That we will not forget our friend, because heroes live forever.
Just outside the front doors of the church, people saluted the deputy's service and the ultimate sacrifice he made protecting this community, with some brought to tears.
Well, just to see the pouring of love for somebody that they probably don't even know. That's humanity. I mean, that's just who we are.
And so many people came out today to pay their respects. And there was also a procession that happened afterward as he was taken to the cemetery. Fox 5's Deidre Dukes is covering that part of the story. Deidre, it was truly a sight to see today.
It certainly was. It was an emotional scene, Tyler. So many people wanting to show their support for the slain deputy, his family, and law enforcement.
Mourners lined the streets from Cobb to Cherokee Wednesday afternoon. Firefighters suspending an American flag from 2 ladder trucks along the route in tribute.
We're to honor our fallen today and give them a nice send-off and show our support for our police and our sheriff's department in particular.
A show of support for Cobb County Deputy Jonathan Koleski and the law enforcement community on this somber day.
I'm just handing these thin blue line flags out to show our support for the police. They have a really tough job, and they do have support from the people.
The tragedy hit close to home for the Petersons, among those who paid their respects Wednesday.
We were actually watching a football game, the Thursday night game, when the news broke, and we just broke down. Sandra worked in the Cobb County Jail, which is where the sheriffs are located at. She knows some of them, and it hit home for her. It was hard, and of course, with a son in law enforcement, you never know.
Crowds gathered all along the route as the funeral procession made the somber pilgrimage on Cobb Parkway along McCullum Road to Interstate 575 to the Georgia National Cemetery in Canton, where the deputy was laid to rest.
It was just important to be here to support the first responders, the police. I know it's a very, very sad situation.
They were predicting 5,000 to 6,000 people along this route, so I wanted to be one of them, and I am. It's very important.
Very important indeed. Now, the Cobb Sheriff's Foundation continues to accept donations to support the deputies' families. At the live desk, Deidre Dukes, Fox 5 News.
Beautiful show of support. Deidre, thanks.